Hey guys, it's Janelle. Welcome back to another video and welcome to what I hope will be the start of kind of like a series. As many of you know, or if you don't know, hi, my name is Janelle. I run a small business called JT Creates 808. You can find me on Etsy, and I also have my own little website, jtcreates808.com. Most of the products that I make are on jtcreates808.com. I do have select products on my Etsy store though, so all the links to that will be down below. I started really focusing on my business once I got furloughed from my job because of the whole pandemic, but honestly I had been working on a lot of different things from 2019 2018. Aloha Planner Station was my original baby, and that was mainly focused at creating very affordable planner stickers that could be used in, you know, your spreads or you know, just wherever you wanted to decorate. From there I started incorporating a lot more vinyl, and then it transitioned to having resin trays and stuff, and so it kind of evolved into this bigger than life thing where now I just create stuff and I put it on a website and I sell it. I have releases almost every Friday, and yeah, you can follow me on Instagram to know when releases are, to see sneak peeks of the week's release and all that good stuff. So I hope that was a good enough introduction for this video, but not only this video, but what I hope will be a series. And so during my journey on this little small business thing, I have learned a lot and I wanted to share that. So today I am talking about why I decided to go with a Silhouette Cameo versus the oh so ever popular Cricut. I did a lot of research before I made my purchase, and to be quite honest, it was the scariest purchase of my life, because once I purchased it, I told myself, you are committing to this and to this idea, and you are, you know, you're going to have to really buckle up and make sure that you focus on it. Really what it came down to when I was doing my research was how user-friendly is each of the products. And so I watched a lot of videos with the Cricut, and a lot of the YouTubers that I watched did have Cricuts. One of the things that I noticed was a constant theme was how the Cricut, you just really needed to be precise about which setting you chose, and there really wasn't a way to, at least from the videos that I had seen, it looked like there really wasn't a way to keep it consistent, keep the cuts consistent. A lot of the planner shop owners that I watched all had cameos. They all mentioned that, a lot of them did mention that they started out with Cricuts and then went to a cameo. Some of them do use Cricuts to cut out their stickers, but I just they would take us behind the scenes. You know, I love watching studio vlogs, and the one thing that I noticed that really intrigued me about the Cameo was how versatile it was, but not only that, how user-friendly the interface was. And so I did more research, and you know, like I said, one of the consistent themes that I saw with the Cricut was that it took a lot of time to really narrow down the cuts and understand what the settings needed to be, the depth settings and all of that. And so I thought that was kind of not where I was going, not the direction I wanted to go into. I wanted something that was quick, easy to use, where the user interface, I could just bring things in and I could get it to cut and not have to worry about it. And so that's what the Cameo was to me. I bought the Cameo. Sorry if I keep looking off to the side. I pulled up my Cameo purchase information. I got it off of Amazon, and I have the Silhouette Cameo 3. They did come out with a 4. I have not used it, obviously. I'm not that rich. But I keep looking at it so that way I could remember my thought process. Like I said, this was something that I didn't just jump into. At this point, I ordered it on June 23rd, 2019. I had already had Aloha Planner Station for about a year up until that point, and I didn't have a Cameo, so sorry if I keep looking on that direction. I bought the Silhouette Cameo and I plugged it in and everything, and to be quite honest, the instructions were a little vague on how to get it started and get it set up. But once I did, I realized how awesome this thing was. It didn't take me long to, you know, I love the fact that they have preset settings, and it's a lot of preset settings. It's not just a little, you know, little menu. You have a ton of options to choose from, and I'm going to be including screenshots and not screenshots, but like, you know, I'm going to show you what it looks like when I'm working in the Silhouette Studio. And I just love the fact that the Silhouette Studio had so many options to choose from, and the blades, you know, you can do a lot with the different blades that they sell. And so as I continue to do research, I realized that the Cameo is something that, one, I think it's super simple, easy to use, but two, it's reliable. I mean, I've seen so many planner sticker shops. They have maybe about 6 cameos constantly going, and it's just consistent, which is really awesome. And that's what I wanted. I wanted something where I don't have to worry about wasting products. And to be quite honest, when I got it, it took me, I think I maybe wasted like 4 sticker sheets before I found out the correct depth of everything. But like I said, you can easily tune stuff on the Silhouette Studio, and you can save those settings, and it's really nice because you can consistently go back. The reason why I was so hesitant to buy the Cameo though is because it is very pricey, and that was the one thing that made me hesitant to bite the bullet and do it. So I believe the price isn't available to me, so I don't know how much it was, but I believe it was about $217 when I bought it, if not a little more. Some of the sample bundles that they're showing me that have basically the similar style is going for about $245, but that's for the newer one. So the newer one came out, I think, earlier this year in 2020, so I can't remember, don't quote me on that for sure, I don't know. But yeah, when I purchased it, I think it was almost $216. If not, that was with the tax and everything added onto it, because I do remember paying quite a bit, and the gift card I had didn't cover all of it. I had a $100 gift card, so I still had to pay out of pocket. I just felt like the Cricut, as good as it is, it was just too finicky for what I was looking for. And the more I watched people, you know, unbox their new Cricut and start using it and trying it out, the more I realized that that's not the struggle that I want to go with. I want something that can work out of the box, and I don't have to, you know, really deal with it a lot. Since buying the Cricut, I have replaced my blade 3 times, but keep in mind that I'm on my 3rd blade right now, my new blade. But keep in mind that I do a lot of, I don't just do sticker paper, but I do a lot of vinyl. And when I'm talking about vinyl, I'm talking about like thick glitter vinyl. And oh yeah, that will be available on my shop. But I do glitter vinyl, which is pretty thick. I have it do cardstock. It does a lot, and I'm not just talking about like, you know, you use it once a day. No, I probably use that maybe about 4 or 5 times a day. So it's cutting, the blade goes through a lot for me. If you're just like a hobby crafter, I think one blade could last you about a year, if not more. For me, that blade that I originally bought, I think I replaced it in May of this year, and it was the original blade that I had when I first got my Cameo. So it lasted for almost a year, and I just recently started to really vamp up how often I use my Silhouette. So yeah, but let me take you through the user interface because it's just so easy to use. So what I loved most about this user interface was the fact that I could just import my designs and I can create my own cut lines for it, and I can also just do an outline. Now, one thing that I do wish I could do with the Silhouette that I've seen done a lot with like the Cricut is that I wish I could just put little pieces of vinyl on different areas of the mat and then have it be able to cut. I just don't think this program is designed for that, and I don't think I don't know, it just doesn't seem to be able to match up. So what I do if I do have any scraps is that I just place it on the corner, top corner, and then I make sure that my design fits in there. The one thing that I do have to say regarding the silhouette that I really don't like is the fact that the mats that you use heavily affect how the cut is. And what I mean by that is I have a mat, so just like the Cricut, these use 12 by 12 cutting mats, and you'll need to replace it. You know, it's just how it is, especially the more you use it. So long story short, I was having issues with my silhouette cutting and I could not figure out what was wrong, and I misfed the mat that I had bought that was new. I had misfed it multiple times, and I had the wrong cut settings. And let me just say, this was user error. It wasn't on the Cameo, it was me. But as you can see, the mat here, if it will focus, oh my goodness, focus, okay, there. So you can see that the mat here is peeling off, and like I said, it's user error. It was my bad, I did it. But it heavily affected the cut line, and so when I would print out my die cut stickers and I would have it cut out, it started to miscut my stickers so badly that I have so many so many badly cut stickers that I'm going to be doing an oops bag for these. But like, as you can see here on this one, there's supposed to be room around the ears, but this one doesn't have that, and it's because it was a miscut, and so it's because of the mat. So here, when the rollers would be going back and forth and moving the mat back and forth, it would get stuck in certain areas, and so it wouldn't be able to cut it. Fast forward, I changed to a very brand new mat, brand new, out of the bag, and I had no issues. It starts cutting it perfectly. I had perfect cuts and I didn't have to worry about it. So your mats heavily affect, you know, your Cameo and the way it performs. And I feel like it would be the same with the Cricut. Like I said, I don't know, I don't have it. But I just went into my Silhouette Studio settings and I just adjust the depth cut and it cuts out fine. The die cut setting is one that I played around with a little bit. The original one that it has for glossy sticker paper, it was good, but it wasn't quite what I was looking for. It didn't cut deep enough and I didn't expect it to, and so I just changed the settings a little bit where I bumped up the depth cut and it was fine. I saved it and now I have my die cut glossy sticker setting. But as you can see on the menu, there's just so many options that you can choose from regarding the cut depth, and I have to say majority of them are spot on. I use just the regular heat transfer vinyl settings that it has on Cricut, or not Cricut, on the Silhouette Cameo Studio, and it cuts out all of my heat transfer vinyls perfectly. I also use like the vinyl cut, so like the glossy cut for just your regular vinyl stuff, you know, that you would use to like stick stuff onto your car or to decorate like your water bottle. I use just the plain old settings and it cuts perfectly. The two that I had to create are the die cut settings and also the planner kiss cut for my stickers. Also, what I like is that if I am working on like trinket trays and doing, for example, I do vinyl embeds on my trinket trays, so if I'm working on these and I have like, let's say somebody orders 3 of them, I could just cut them out, and if I need another 3 more of the same image, I can just replace it on my mat, and I don't even need to go on my computer. I can just click there and say repeat job and it will repeat what was done. So when I do like vinyl decals, it's super easy because like I do a lot of different colors, and so I can just put the new color on, put it back in there, and just hit repeat job and it's good to go. The one down part, or the one thing that kind of irritates me when it comes to it, is when I need to cancel a job, or let's say like I realize, you know, I'm doing my heat transfer vinyl and I forgot to flip the image. I actually have to go to the Cameo and select cancel job, and then I can go to my Cameo Studio and I can say, you know, close out this job. I can't just close out the job on the Cameo Studio or Silhouette Studio and then, you know, it stops there. Say, if you're just interested in making like planner stickers like those and you're not going to be printing on anything bigger than 8.5 by 11, look into the Silhouette Portrait. It's a very, very cheap option, but it gives you the access to Silhouette Studio, and it's super affordable for what you might be looking for. It can also handle vinyl. I just personally knew that I was gonna want to branch out into other things, and so that's why I went ahead and went with the Cameo. It can handle, it's a lot more, what's the word I'm looking for? It's a lot more versatile than the Portrait. The Portrait, I believe, is just for like regular copy sticker paper, cardstock, and vinyl. So that's something to consider as well. It is relatively affordable compared to the Cricut and the Cameo, so that's an option too. But I hope you guys found this video a little useful and helpful, especially when it came to making this decision. I know not a lot of people use the Cameo, especially like when I'm scrolling through TikTok or Instagram. A lot of people have the Cricut. I just, like I said, I wanted something that was super easy. If you have any questions about the Cameo and, you know, how I use it, any other thoughts and opinions I may have, go ahead and leave me a comment down below. And for those of you who might be thinking you're just against Cricut, you don't like them, yeah, trust me, I like Cricut stuff. I use their vinyl a lot. I have the Cricut heat press. I'm not against them. It's just that I felt like their cutting machine was just a little too much work and time that needed to be invested to have it set up the way I wanted to. Where the Cameo, I basically just plugged it in, tweaked a few things, and I was good to go. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram and check out my shops. Everything will be linked down below. And until my next video, or if you have another question that maybe you might want answered, go ahead and leave it down below. Like you want answered in a video, like you're starting a business and you X, Y, and Z, go ahead and leave it down below in the comments too. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.